Workforce Essentials is a nonprofit company. We operate programs that are funded by our federal government through the Workforce Innovations and Opportunity Act. Our main mission is to help employers and job seekers connect. We have over 400 soldiers that are exiting Fort Campbell every month. What a wonderful opportunity it is to build our labor force with those transitioning soldiers.
Well, I came from West Texas about 21 years ago and joined the Army, came to Fort Campbell, and was an aviator here in 159th Aviation Brigade and deployed several times to Iraq and Afghanistan, but to the point that my body couldn't take it anymore. And so had some surgery and was fortunate enough to move over to the Warrior Transition Battalion and start working with soldiers that were injured. And going through that, I started to really think to myself as the time got closer, what am I going to do when I get out? You know, this is what my family has been used to the entire time with medical. Anything that we do is tied to the military, and suddenly this is ending. And so the fear for my family was unbelievable. And so being at the WTB, the Warrior Transition Battalion, entering my transition, going through the medical piece, I was able to meet the Montgomery County Chief of Staff.
John came to us through Jeff Truitt, my Chief of Staff. They actually rode in a Wounded Warrior bicycle ride and got to know John, and as John kept stopping by the office to see us, we started talking to him about what he was going to do when he got out of the military. He's somebody that was in the military for over 20 years, never had another job, never interviewed for a job, and I think John's a perfect fit for what this program's all about.
Jeff and I rode bikes together and we talked, and it gave us a lot of time to talk about, you know, what we think is issues today for soldiers that are getting out. And we started to think up the idea right then and there that maybe we needed something to help build networks to where soldiers that are coming out can start to meet local business people and get involved in the community.
After our relationship with John, we reached out to Marla Rye, the Director of Workforce Essentials, with Marla and Charlie Kuhn, and we started discussing the way, how can we take 300 to 400 people leaving on a monthly basis, and how can we pick them up at the fence and keep them here in Clarksville, Montgomery County. And the rest, Marla just did her magic. She went to the Department of Labor, got a grant for about $265,000, and now the program's up and going and very successful.
This grant operates out of the American Job Center. Workforce Essentials and the Tennessee Department of Labor collaborate together to form the American Job Center. It's a place where soldiers can come and find assistance and job postings so they'll know what opportunities are available in not only Clarksville but in Middle Tennessee.
So we wanted to hire 101 people a year, and it has now gone from a trickle to a flow to where we see daily 2 to 5 people getting hired by companies around town. And so we knew automatically, no brainer, that if we can selfishly keep people in Montgomery County and grow Montgomery County and pour things back into our economy, we win. And now we have people placed in Chattanooga and Knoxville. And now we have Knoxville and Chattanooga reaching out to us saying, can we get some more of those veterans? So we feel Middle Tennessee, we feel the entire state of Tennessee, and now we have the other states reaching out to us saying, hey, how do we get involved?
Our goal was 101 placements, and we're going to bust that wide open.
Emergency medical services all across the country have a shortage of applicants. And knowing that military trains a good medic, finding those that had both the experience and the education was a great opportunity. So we just partnered up with the county and with Workforce Essentials to try to make this happen locally.
I found out about the program, so I went over to the local job fairs. I met John Clement. I wasn't at ease when I met Mr. John Clement because I was going through a lot of things. The process when you're on your way out the door is so scary. It doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter if you was a career soldier like I thought I was going to be. It doesn't matter if you're a veteran. I found out that we all go through that scare moment where you don't know what's next. He showed me, that I can make a living doing something else. My father and my mother passed away, so I don't have a safety net. So when I met Mr. Clement, he became that void for me. I'm not just saying that. Like, he made sure that if I didn't get this, he was going to have something else for me, and that is so important to the veteran and the family.
This job is extremely rewarding to me because when they sit down across from me, it kind of becomes a counseling session back and forth between two soldiers. So when that person's sitting there, I see myself sitting across the desk saying, somebody help me. What am I going to do? This is all I know. I don't know how to answer a question. I don't even know how to dress. And so I have to do that same thing with every soldier that comes in. I have to call the company, and my job is to sell him to that company. And it's easy to sell somebody when you believe in it. Sitting with the mayor and the chief of staff and Marla, we knew immediately that we need to open this job up. We need to go to the soldiers, and we sell Montgomery County. Because this is the place that you want to stay. This is where you want to raise your kids. The schools are great. The people are great. Everybody believes in everybody, and everybody believes in the 101st.
This grant is a perfect example of what we need to be doing in this community. We need to be giving back to the soldiers. We're able to help them find a role to transition into the civilian sector so they can continue being productive citizens and helping in our local community.